यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी Thank you. We'll start with small prayers.
Yeah, just 1 second. Crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone can come. We have a lot of space. Don't also take the chair down.
Please recite after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Sranavatam Swakatah Krishna Sranavatam Swakatah Krishna Punyashravana Kirtanah Hradayantastohi Abadrani Vidunoti Suharatsatam Nashtaprayeshu Abadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. We'll I was asked to start with first, second, and third sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll start with the first sloka. We'll recite one sloka. Okay. What is sloka? There is lot of technology, iPad, iPod, I don't know whatever else, but having a book in hand itself is like so auspicious. I always carry a book. I feel it when I read from it. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadyasya yato Nwayat itaratas charteshva abhignaswarat tene brahma hrudaye adi kavaye muhyanti yatsurayah tejo vari mridam yata vinimayo yatra tri sargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirastah kuhakam satyam param dhimahi. Oh, after the class, what is going to give you Sukriti is reciting this sloka. Whatever I read is just a matter of little Sukriti. 1.1.1. Okay. Recite the translation also. It's auspicious. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, who is the supreme all-pervading personality of Godhead,
supreme all personality of
I meditate upon him,
meditate upon him,
the transcendental reality,
transcendental reality,
who is the primeval cause of all causes,
the primeval cause of all causes,
from whom all manifested universe arise,
from whom all manifested universes arise,
in whom they dwell,
in whom they dwell,
and by whom they are destroyed.
and by whom they are destroyed.
I meditate upon that eternally effulgent Lord,
I meditate upon that eternally effulgent Lord,
who is directly and indirectly
who is directly and indirectly
conscious of all manifestations,
conscious of all manifestations,
and yet is beyond them.
and yet is beyond them.
It is He only
It is He only
who first imparted Vedic knowledge
who first imparted Vedic knowledge
unto the heart of Brahma,
unto the heart of Rama,
the first created being.
the first created being.
Through him,
Through him,
this world,
this world,
like a mirage,
like a mirage,
appears real even to the great sages and demigods.
appears real even to the great sages and demigods.
Because of him,
Because of him,
the material universes,
the material universes,
created by the three modes of nature,
created by the three modes of nature,
appear to be factual,
appear to be factual,
although they are unreal.
although they are unreal.
I meditate therefore upon him,
I meditate therefore upon him,
the absolute truth,
the absolute truth,
who is eternally existent
who is eternally existent
in his transcendental abode,
in his transcendental abode,
who is forever free
who is forever free
of illusion.
of illusion.
Thank you. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्वितं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं शार्घजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं शाद्वैतं शावदूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते. तृप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गे राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. If you are not able to recite, don't worry. Shrinotam swakatah Krishna. Hearing and reciting are both equally potent. Hearing is first form of bhakti. Listening is second form of, reciting is second form of bhakti. Shravanam kirtanam. Shravanam is hearing. Reciting is speaking or reciting. Don't worry. Okay. So whenever I see that road, I feel. Have you? Any one of you have been to New York? In New York, when Prabhupada first gave his first class, it was in the Bowery Street in New York. It was a Bowery Street. Bowery Street means like all hippies will be roaming around. Like it resembles the same. The direction is different. If you open the door, there will be cars passing by, people walking by. I always feel like it resembles the same. Right? So because the Prabhupada started there. When Prabhupada one time was going to traveling in a metro in New York, a ticket conductor asked Prabhupada, "You look weird, wearing a saffron cloth and looks different. Who are you?" He told, "I'm a founder Acharya." To which institution? International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Where is it registered? It is said to be registered. How many disciples you have? More than 10,000. Where are they? They are yet to be found. what, what buildings you have? You have a lot of buildings. All over the planet, all over the world. Where are they? They are yet to be constructed. You don't have the buildings. You don't have the disciples. Your trust is not registered yet. How are you saying that this will all happen? Everything is already happened. Just time is separating between the originality and the present. That's what is Prabhupada's conviction, which he got when he himself says while translating Srimad Bhagavatam, sitting in Radha Damodar temple, that this Srimad Bhagavatam is going to change the face of the world. And with that Srimad Bhagavatam, carrying a set of Srimad Bhagavatam, he stepped into United States. And when he was stepping into the United States, there was a Second World War going on. During the World War, America was on high alert. There was a very big war going on between Russia and America. And the missile harbors, what you call, the missile ships were ready to attack Russia, and they were waiting for a phone call. Once they get a phone call, they will trigger the missiles. At the same time, this side was the missile ship from United States. It was on the port of Boston. The opposite side was the Jaladuta ship in which Prabhupada was traveling. There was a custom between the pilots of the ships where one pilot come across another pilot, they need to do a salute and wish them. So by default, as a custom, the military ship captain saluted the captain of the Jaladuta ship. When he was saluting the captain of the other ship, we saw a bright man sitting besides the captain in the Jaladuta, Srila Prabhupada. And the captain shares the realization. I was about to salute, my eye got a glance on one of the brightest person sitting besides the captain. And immediately he got a phone call. Not to trigger the missile. They got a message like war is stopped. That is Srila Prabhupada. He stopped the war even before stepping into the United States. That is the glory of a Vaishnava. When they step in somewhere, the land becomes auspicious. When a Vaishnava dances, they show their hand in some direction. The direction becomes auspicious. If you go in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna says, you know, how do I eat? I eat through the mouth of the Vaishnavas. That is the potency of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavana, this Srimad Bhagavatam is very pleasant to it's very important for Vaishnavas. It's very pleasing to the Vaishnavas. So that's Srimad Bhagavatam. We are going to start the first shloka. First shloka says, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Why Vasudeva? Why Vasudeva? Why not Om Namo Bhagavate Krishnaya? Om Namo Bhagavate Achyutaya? Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya? Why only Vasudeva? Kunti Devi says that. Krishna, he will come, but say Radha Krishna, he will come more quicker. He will say Yashoda Krishna, he will come more quicker. He say Vasudeva, he comes more quicker because he loves his devotees more than he himself. When you call him, assisting with the names of your devotees, Yashoda Nandana, Radha Krishna, when you assist with the devotees and call him, he comes more quickly. That's why it says like, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my obeisance unto Lord Krishna, son of Vasudeva. Vasudeva is son of Vasudeva. Right? So important shloka. Janmadhyasya etonvayat pitaratas chattesh abhignat swarat. What is swarat? You know anyone who is swarat? Independent. Swarat is independent. What is independence? For example, we are having a very big center with 1000 devotees. You can't guarantee like Krishna is pleased. We are having small center with 10 devotees. Krishna might be pleased more than the center where we have 1000 devotees. Why? More devotees, more pleasing to Krishna, right? More prasadam distribution, more pleasing to Krishna, right? More kirtan with big instruments, more pleasing to Krishna, right? Then why is it like he is pleased with 10 devotees in a small center? Because he is Swarat, independent. Independent means, why are we reading Srimad Bhagavatam? It is pleasing to Krishna. It is pleasing to Vaishnavas. That's why we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam. So generally we take a falashruti like we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we get Sukriti. That's correct. But we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we get Sukriti from Krishna. Krishna is the one who is going to give Sukriti. Krishna is the one who is going to give Bhakti. Because he is independent. He is the one who gives the Bhakti and he can give, and that mercy is causeless. Like it is, we cannot calculate like I read this many sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, I got this many mercy. I distributed this many books, I'll get this much mercy. For example, there is a train which is supposed to come to my station. I went in the morning and I am waiting for the train from 8 a.m. in the morning. Train did not come. Train came at 4 a.m. 4 p.m. in the morning. And I am waiting from 8 a.m. Why didn't the train came? Why it got at 4 p.m.? Because it might have many reasons. That is how Lord is. Your duty is to do the service. Your duty is to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Your duty is to do the chanting. Your duty is to follow the process. How, when, and in which way he will show the mercy is up to him. Then it is up to him to show the mercy. Why should I do all the service? Doing service, doing bhakti is like turning on a green light. If you turn on green light, train can come anytime. It might come right now or it might come after 5 hours. But your duty is to turn on green light all the time. Your duty is to do bhakti up to the best of our abilities. That's it. It's up to Krishna when he will show the mercy. It's up to Krishna when he will give the taste. It's up to Krishna when he will reciprocate. Our duty is to do our sadhana. If you think like, then if it's up to Krishna, why should I do and turn on the red light? It will never come. Because that qualification or the definition of Krishna itself says here like Swarat. And when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he was giving a class in Dhaka, he gave the class for this first shloka for 1 month. I don't know how we can cover the shloka in 1 hour and 3 shlokas in 1 hour and another. That's how it is. He gave the class for 1 month. See how Srimad Bhagavatam is. When one time Krishna was in Goloka, Krishna went to steal the butter. When stealing the butter, there was a bell hanging on there. He says, "Don't ring. I'm stealing. If you ring, neighbors will come." When he goes and holds that butter, immediately bell rings. I told you not to ring, but why did you ring? I don't know. There is a process like even a week back, we were not a week back, month back, we were doing a program in the community hall. We offered all the boga to Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra. The Pujari Mataji asked for bell. We don't have bell. She told Jagannath will not offer the boga if you not ring the bell. I ran into the house and brought the bell. Then she rang. Then Jagannath went and took the prasad. So Krishna takes the offering when you ring the bell. So the bell says, "I don't know. You are taking the you are taking the offering. I rang." So the same bell, because in Goloka, in Vaikunta, everything has a form. Sudarshan is the wheel weapon of Sri Mahavishnu. It's a form. Panchajanya, it is a conch. It has a form. So everything has a form. Similarly, the bell has a form. The same bell took an avatar as Vedanta Deshikar in Tirumala, who is the disciple of Srimad Ramanujacharya. So there is a scholar called Krishna Prasad, who one time, like Ashtavadhavani, you know, right? Like they will be quoting the slokas like anything, and then they will be challenging with everyone. They came to know like there is one person like Vedanta Deshikar who is expert in all the Shastras, and he came to him like Vedanta Deshikar, I want to challenge with you. Then Vedanta Deshikar says, "You will anyhow lose. We are not yet started the challenge. You are saying like you will lose. How is it? No, you will anyhow lose." But how? How you got that conviction? Because whatever you are going to ask the questions, I am going to give the answers from Srimad Bhagavatam. I have that conviction. Then challenge did not happen. He agrees that I cannot win this person, and he goes away. That's what Shastra says. Each and every question you have an answer in Srimad Bhagavatam. How you can say like Srimad Bhagavatam is so authentic? How, okay, how many of you know who told Srimad Bhagavatam? What is Srimad? Wonderful, Vyasadeva. How did Vyasadeva know about Srimad Bhagavatam?
Spiritual master.
Who is spiritual master? How Narada knows that? Krishna, wonderful. So Narada, how did he got it? Wonderful. And Brahma, how did he got it? Well, obviously, yes. That's what he's saying in this sloka. Who is, see, it is he only who first imparted Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahma, the first created being. So we got Srimad Bhagavatam through Brahma, not from Brahma. We got Srimad Bhagavatam through Narada, through Vyasa, through Sukadeva Goswami, through Sutta Goswami. But who imparted it? Krishna. So Srimad Bhagavatam, might be the slokas are different. In Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, 8th chapter, first and second, not 7th chapter, 53rd sloka, Brahma says to Narada, I am telling you Srimad Bhagavatam in sluk slokas. You expand it. You expand it based on the ability of the audience. So originally Srimad, who told Srimad Bhagavatam? Krishna to Brahma. And Brahma recited, told it to Narada in 6 slokas and asked it to expand it. Narada told it to Vyasadeva. And in order to increase the potency, Krishna again came in the form of empowered
Vyasa. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasaya. Who is Vyasa? None other than the knowledge incarnation of Krishna. And Vyasa written this Srimad Bhagavatam. Originally, which got originated from Krishna himself. That's what he's saying. You are the origin of everything. Everyone are passing down this knowledge. Now, Abhishek Prabhu was asking one question. How do you, can you learn the Bhagavatam from the internet? I told, yes you can. But how do you know like the speaker is authentic?
That's a good, very intelligent question actually.
How do you know like the speaker is authentic? When you open the YouTube, there will be 1 lakh speakers coming. Now speakers are more than listeners. Right? Everyone started speaking. How do you know it's authentic? Prabhupada says that answer. See, whoever is delivering the content as it is. As it is. What is as it is? Just after listening to this, go through this book. This book is the reference. And if it is included in this book, and it is taking you and giving a right knowledge what is given in this book, words might change, examples might change. But the context is, it will connect to this sloka. It should connect to this purport. Because people say like Srimad Bhagavatam, and translations are from spiritual world, and Prabhupada written this purport. But when Prabhupada was writing teachings of Lord Chaitanya book, he told like not even purports, not even translations, even purports are emanated from the spiritual world. The mood with which Prabhupada written is not like the Prabhupada's mood. Krishna empowered him. Because Prabhupada himself used to read those books after he written it. And the devotees asked them, why Prabhupada, you are reading your own books? Because I am not the one who wrote that books, it's Krishna. And one time interviewer asked, how did you write these many books? And devotee answers, Prabhupada was a devotee of Krishna. So Krishna gave that intelligence to Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, no, they don't know. Krishna did not give intelligence. Krishna personally dictated me. That's Srimad Bhagavatam. And mainly in the first canto, Prabhupada kept his heart. Every line is so potent. So this Srimad Bhagavatam might be, you might have came across few questions. Might be Srini Prabhu has explained the questions. So sages, okay, there was a 1,000 year sacrifice. 1,000 year big sacrifice going on. on which 88,000 sages assembled. And what is the sacrifice meant for? See, we do sacrifices or the rituals in our home for our well-being, right? Neighbors do for their well-being, right? But the 88,000 like-minded sages assembled together for the well-being of human society. 88,000. They wanted to do good to the people of Kali Yuga. So 88,000 people assembled there and Sutta Goswami came there. So obviously, what is the mission of their doing those big sacrifices, big rituals, big yajnas? What is the mission? For the well-being of all the people. Then what is the questions they ask? Obviously related to the well-being of people. In this course of action, they ask 6 prominent questions. Like the questions are, what is the ultimate good of all people? What is the essence of religious scriptures by which the actual self becomes satisfied? Why did the Lord take birth from Devaki? What acts does he perform? Who are his avatars? Where has Dharma gone now that Krishna has left the earth? The questions, different questions, are not at a time. One by one, during a different context, asked these questions. To explain this context, they explain these questions. For example, you asked me a question like, where did you come from? I came from Alpha and Ryan. No, where did you come from? I came from India. Okay, when did you come from? How you got an interest to come to Netherlands? Actually, I was working. One time I came to Netherlands, but I found like the devotional association is so good here. I went to the Amsterdam temple, and then that temple there was Gaurnitai. Gaurnitai was so potent, was like it was installed like 20 years before. Where did I go? My context went to the temple. My context went to the deities of Gaurnitai. My context went to how I got connected to Gaurnitai. That's okay. First of all, how you went to ISKCON Amsterdam? Yeah, one time I was looking for a ISKCON temple in Netherlands, and so I got to know about the Amsterdam. I went there. Again I came back and give an explanation on how I went to ISKCON Amsterdam. I already explained about ISKCON Amsterdam, Gaurnitai deities, about its pastimes, and then I explained you about how I got connected to ISKCON Amsterdam. That's fine. First of all, how you connected to ISKCON? 24 years back when I went to Tirupati, there was my Shiksha Guru Sriman Radha Manohar Das. He daily invited me to the classes and used to say some good words, give prasadam. Okay. How you connected to the ISKCON initially 24 years back? No, I don't know why I feel like reading Bhagavad Gita. Why you felt like reading Bhagavad Gita? Because there was one sticker stick on my door in Tirupati where it says like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It says like chant and be happy. Oh, it says like chant and be happy. It looks so nice. Where did you got it from? I got it from temple. So I went to the temple. Oh, then I went to the temple. I saw some books and somehow I felt like buying that books. How the context went? I came to Netherlands, I went to do the ISKCON Amsterdam, explained about Gaurnitai. I came back. How you went to do ISKCON Amsterdam? I was looking for a temple. How you came to India? I was in the Tirupati. And how you went to do connected to temple in Tirupati? I just went and then found the books. This is how Srimad Bhagavatam goes. That's how Bharatwaj Mahamuni advises Ambarish Maharaj. You should read Srimad Bhagavatam starting from first sloka till the last, so that you will understand the context. See, for example, if you see the chapters, first chapter is questions by the sages. Alright?
Prabhuji, it's like ocean. How to cover all your range you mentioned, like starting from overview or
Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. What is nityam? Daily. Daily recite Srimad Bhagavatam. Daily recite Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna will give the strength. Because people see the size of it. No, when they don't read the first sloka also. You take that. Ideally scripture says like you take one step, Krishna says 99 steps. And don't try to finish it. Always we have a habit of finishing it. I finished it. There is a verse in scriptures where it says like, I know all the scriptures. It gives them the confirmation like you don't know anything. Because Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Guru Maharaj of Srila Prabhupada, he says like, I took classes for 1 month for first sloka alone, and I did not reach even 1% of the context what is given in the sloka. And we like 10 years Prabhuji, completed, Srimad Bhagavatam completed. Yes, it gives an eligibility like you did not understand anything. So we should start it. Don't need to finish it. You will finish it. Don't think of finishing it. Think of relishing it. It's Krishna, it's Gulab Jamun. Gulab Jamun, in whichever direction you go and eat, it gives the same taste. So in the first sloka it says like, see, Krishna is Swarat, completely independent. Why he says Krishna is independent? The detailed answer is given in the next chapter. Like we come across many incarnations: Narayana, Madhava, Varaha, Vamana, Pradyumna, all the incarnations. But in second chapter, 24th sloka, Sutta Goswami gives the essence of all. That is the essence of all the Srimad Bhagavatam. Ete chamsa kalah pumsham Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. You may see a number of avatars. Everyone are equally potent, but the source of all those is Krishna. That's why Krishna is stated here as independent, and he is the origin of everyone. Who is everyone? Even Sri Mahavishnu. You know how this expansions happens, you know, right? Krishna expands into two. Who is Srimati Radharani and Balaram. Balaram expands into four. Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Vasudeva, Sankarshana. Sankarshana is again Balaram. And from Sankarshana, again all the expansions happens. So from second quadruple expansion, all the Sri Mahavishnu expansions happens. But who is the source? Krishna. But Krishna, for example, there is a CEO. There is one project manager role position which is vacant. Krishna himself come and took the position of project manager. Right? CEO itself come and take the position of project manager. Similarly, Krishna is the origin of Sri Mahavishnu, and Krishna itself came through Sri Mahavishnu. It doesn't mean Krishna came through Sri Mahavishnu and Sri Mahavishnu is the origin of Krishna. Krishna is the origin of everyone. Ete chamsa kalapamsham. There might be a number of incarnations. We read about almost 24, 26 incarnations. But Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the source of all the incarnations. And Krishna is Swarat. Completely independent. If you want to give his causeless mercy is causeless. I am doing 16 rounds. Why will I not get the mercy? Go and ask the devotees who are chanting from 30 years still did not get the taste. Why? It's up to Krishna. There are 100 number of things. There are 100 things besides everything. So mercy is causeless. There is few devotees who just came an year back and they are relishing the taste. They are relishing that ecstasy. Why? Mercy is causeless. Krishna gave that mercy. But there are reasons like how Krishna gives that mercy more is Sarvada Vaishnavas. Read Srimad Bhagavatam. And again there is a context of Brahma says that. What happens is, how this Srimad Bhagavatam origin is, see Parikshit Maharaj, we come across in the later chapters. There is a king called Parikshit Maharaj, who is the son of Abhimanyu. Who is the son of?
Krishna.
Arjuna.
Yeah.
So Arjuna's son is Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu's son is Parikshit Maharaj. So this Parikshit Maharaj, obviously great king. Why great king?
Krishna protected or given mercy.
See, Vamana went to conquer all the three worlds, and Bali Chakravarti is a Rakshasa. Bali Chakravarti, Vamana went to Bali to take out all the three worlds. He takes all the three worlds, and Bali, how much pure devotee he is. The Shukracharya identifies like the person who came is not an ordinary person, but Sri Mahavishnu. Don't give all your properties to that guy. He is Sri Mahavishnu. Bali says let it be so. I am going to give all my properties. Because you only told, Yajna he Vishnu. Whatever yajna we are going to do, it's for pleasing Sri Mahavishnu. I will give it. Then later, Srimad Bhagavatam says, he is a Rakshasa. How he got that much purity? How he got that much devotion? After that, very less people know what happens. Krishna gives a complete world in the Sutala Loka for Bali Chakravarti, and Bali, Krishna personally acts as watchman, gatekeeper for that Bali Chakravarti's palace. So in Srimad Bhagavatam explains how Bali got this much mercy from Krishna, this much mercy from Vishnu, because Bali was the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj prayed to Krishna to give some devotion to my grandson. That's why Parikshit Maharaj is the grandson of Krishna. This is the lineage we should pass down to our next generation, not the properties. You give the properties, we don't know, they might protect it or lose it. Give devotion. The generations together will get benefited. Arjuna gave that heritage to Parikshit. You know Parikshit's son, who is Janmejaya. So Parikshit Takshaka bit Parikshit Maharaj, and Parikshit died. Later Janmejaya created a fight sacrifice. A snake bit my father, right? I am going to do a yajna sacrifice where all the complete Naga Jati, all the celestial snakes come and offer as a fire sacrifice in this yajna. And he starts doing yajna. All the snakes comes and falls in the home yajna. And he does that yajna so much like it reaches Takshaka, and Takshaka is the friend of Indra. That's a very other story. I'll tell you some more day. Okay? And Takshaka goes and hold the chair of Indra. Then from now the mantras was Sarpaya Swaha, Takshaka Swaha, but Takshaka is not coming. He recites the mantra that Takshakaya Samhara Indraya. Takshaka, whatever is holding, whatever the object which Takshaka is holding, and the person sitting on that object. Even Takshaka, including the chair and the Indra sitting on the chair, starts trembling. Then my God, Brahma comes. Don't worry. Your father, what he did is for the benefit of all well-beings for the Kali Yuga. Please calm down, my son. And then Janmejaya leaves that sacrifice. So how he got that quality? Father was Parikshit Maharaj. That Kshatriya quality he inherited from Parikshit Maharaj. That is the inheritance. Okay, this Kshatriya quality. How many shlokas did Parikshit Maharaj listen from Sukadeva Goswami? How many shlokas in Srimad Bhagavatam?
18,000.
18,000 shlokas. But after Parikshit Maharaj passed away, all the sages comes and explain Srimad Bhagavatam to Janmejaya. They explain it in 1 lakh shlokas. And after 1 lakh shlokas, Janmejaya says, over. Only this. Over. What is this? They explain. Narada, Brahma elaborated it in 6 shlokas to Narada. Narada expanded it, and Vyasa expanded it to 18,000 shlokas. And these 18 shlokas, sages expanded it to 1 lakh shlokas and explained it to Janmejaya. He is saying, over. That quality of Shravanam is inherited from Parikshit Maharaj. That's the lineage. Ages together gets benefited. If one person in the family reads Srimad Bhagavatam, the quality of hearing, the quality of that, because see, I'll tell you. Obviously we are in Kali Yuga, right? This Kali Yuga, Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagyahi Upadritaha, Srimad Bhagavatam says. It's full of faults. Dukkalayam Ashashvatam, full of dangers, full of miseries. But don't tell about the problems, tell about the solutions, you might ask. The solutions to all this problem is having a close relationship with Krishna. What happens if I have a close relationship with Krishna? See, for example, if a person's father is a billionaire, if he is having a close relationship with with his father, he need not need to go and work somewhere else. His father is a rich man. He can inherit all his properties to his son. But in order for the father to have that faith on the son, what he need to do? Have that relationship with the father. Okay? Same example, if you have the relationship with Krishna, all the material miseries are lost. And there is no other subject matter in the entire universe which will strengthen that relationship with Krishna other than Srimad Bhagavatam. When this Parikshit Maharaj started listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, how we find like this is authentic? First of all, I started with that question, right? No one answered. How we can say like it's authentic? Because Parikshit Maharaj got cursed with the Takshaka. Sir, with the sage Shringi. Okay, that he will die in a 1 week time. Then he went to the sages and asked, what is the best way to like spend time in this week? I am about to die. Then Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Sukadeva Goswami comes. They are about to start Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Vyasa comes. Narada comes. Bharatwaja Muni comes. Parashurama comes. Parasara comes. Father of Vyasa. All the great sages comes and sits there to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. That itself gives an authenticity like Srimad Bhagavatam is so potent. And I told you an example. A Vaishnava steps in a place that becomes so potent. These many Vaishnavas came and sit there to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the potency? And they might be listening now also. So, that Srimad Bhagavatam is about to start, Devi Devatas comes. Indra comes, holding a pot of nectar in a golden pot. I think this is supposed to be one of the important subject, it looks like, because all the sages came, right? There is a meeting going on. Prime Minister of Netherlands, Prime Minister of Russia, Prime Minister of Switzerland, everyone came. Looks like some important meeting, because everyone came. Right? Similarly, Indra understood like there is some important meeting going on there. All the Devi Devatas came. All the great sages came. And I don't know what you are speaking about, you are starting, but I understand like it's an important subject you are going to speak. I understand like this person, Parikshit Maharaj is going to die in a week. For that you are going to speak this Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll do one thing. You take this nectar. Give it to Parikshit Maharaj. If you want, you also drink. Instead, explain the Srimad Bhagavatam to us. Then Sukadeva Goswami says, you know what is the validity of nectar found in heavenly kingdom? We find a nectar in a heavenly kingdom. What is the validity, you know? It's 1 day of Brahma. Suppose like 5,000 years, approximately. You brought the nectar and you are saying like, you take this nectar and instead you are asking us to give a nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam. You don't know the value of Srimad Bhagavatam because Srimad Bhagavatam gives immortality. You will be forever alive in Vaikuntha. But this normal nectar will make you alive only for 5,000 years. You don't understand the importance of Srimad Bhagavatam. So you are not eligible to listen Srimad Bhagavatam. Please get away from here. And they send all the Devi Devatas away and explain Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. This conversation Brahma sees. This conversation after Brahma sees, Brahma brings a weighing scale and keeps Srimad Bhagavatam on one side. All other Upanishads, Shastras, service, everything, they keep another side. But nothing scales Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is so potent subject that everything comes after that. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was, after he took after he became sannyasi, he was traveling from West Bengal to Puri. On the way he come across a Brahmana. That Brahmana was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. And after, if sannyasi comes, a Maharaj comes, we stand up and bow down, right? Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Brahmana stands up and tries to bow down. Don't bow down. Continue Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Brahmana continues reciting Srimad Bhagavatam for 9 hours. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued dancing for 9 hours. That happens in a village called Varahanagar, near Puri. That is the potency of Srimad Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dances once you start Srimad Bhagavatam. And after that he names that Brahmana as Srimad Bhagavatachari. And says like, you daily read Srimad Bhagavatam, everything will be fulfilled. Everything will be fulfilled. And is it only for that Brahmana, everything will be fulfilled by reading Srimad Bhagavatam? It's for us also. Everyone who daily reads Srimad Bhagavatam, take it for granted. All your material miseries are lost. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.15, Narada says to Vyasa, the best remedy to counteract all your material miseries is to daily hear the transcendental glories of the Lord. Just daily listen to Harikatha. All your material miseries are lost. How it will get lost? Because I told you the context, right? If you are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, you are coming closer to Krishna. You are establishing that relation with Krishna. Now, till now we are thinking like I am close to Krishna. Till now I am thinking that I have got a strong bonding with Krishna. But that bonding increases so much when we read more and more about Krishna. When we read about all his incarnations. When he read about all his leelas. That bonding increases like anything and the trust comes like anything. Like we will be able to handle anything. That's what Prahlada did. Prahlada listened to Srimad Bhagavatam when he was in his mother's womb. When he was in the stomach of his mother Kayadu, Prahlada listened to Srimad Bhagavatam. Later 5 years, no association, no devotee association, only Rakshasa association. But Prahlada was able to stand strong because he listened to Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the potency of Srimad Bhagavatam. It will make the people stand strong. So that is the potency of Srimad Bhagavatam. And next sloka says, Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vattu shivadam tapantrayon Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikute Kimva Parairishvaraha Sadhyo Budi Avarudyate Takritivi Susruti Tatchana. So, this Srimad Bhagavatam is not like an ordinary subject matter where I need a good house, I do this yajna, I'll get a good house. I need a good job, I do this yajna. I have some difficulty, I do this yajna. No. This Srimad Bhagavatam overtakes all the cheating religions and speaks about the highest truth. What is that highest truth? See, don't separately aspire for solving your material problems one by one. Instead, establish that connection with Krishna. All your problems are automatically lost. Srimad Bhagavatam itself says that. Once you establish relationship with Krishna, all the grahasthitis will be conducive to you. All your talaratas, I don't know what we call talarata in English. Okay. Fate will be conducive to you. Because we should understand one thing, like this body is a vehicle which is provided by Krishna to make our soul get back to Krishna. And Srimad Bhagavatam is one such important way or the route which easily fulfills that mission. And if we are in that route, we will get all the support from Krishna. And just read Srimad Bhagavatam. Daily, just recite Srimad Bhagavatam. All your material miseries are lost. Means, because Srimad Bhagavatam is so potent, if you read one sentence, in every sentence it's given like, if I read Srimad Bhagavatam, all my miseries are lost. All your material miseries are lost. It uses the word all. Everything is so clear that we might have a number of problems. People are in a tragedy like only I have problems. No, we are all in a hospital. Might be diseases are difficult. Everyone in Kali Yuga are having a problem. Might be it varies from person to person. It varies from a house to house. But it is people are not as good looking like as they are in the Facebook, or their situations are not worst as they are in the voter card or the other card. Everyone have their own problem. And Srimad Bhagavatam says, Manda Sumanda Madhyok, Manda Bhajya Hipadrutaha. Everyone's life is miserable mostly, one or other way. So how should you come out of that misery? Daily read Srimad Bhagavatam. Because the Srimad Bhagavatam says like Dharma Projita Kaitavatra Parma Nirmatsaranam Satam. It gives the highest truth. It is the highest weapon. What weapon is highest than Krishna? What strength is higher than Krishna? What potency is higher than Krishna? And Krishna is pleased when we read Srimad Bhagavatam. All our material miseries are lost. Just sit down and recite Srimad Bhagavatam. That's it. And how it happens? Same formula. You are going to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Automatically a relationship with Krishna goes on established. Because how it establishes? For example, take Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was thrown from the very big mountain. And he was about to hit the ground. And the head is about to crush. There is not a tinge of fear found in Prahlad Maharaj. Why? He knows about the potency of Narayana. He knows like Narayana will protect. Why should I fear? That is the potency everyone will experience if we read Srimad Bhagavatam. Because it's practically explained in each and every canto, quoting the examples of pure devotees. So, then once we get into that relationship with Krishna, you will naturally feel like you are so free. Tomorrow you committed something, everything will be adjusted. Just sit down and read Srimad Bhagavatam daily. Everything will be taken care. And spiritual well-being is followed by material well-being. That also Srimad Bhagavatam says. What is spiritual well-being? What is material well-being? Okay, you are trying for a spiritual well-being. You want to chant, you want to read Srimad Bhagavatam, you want to read service. But office situations are not conducive. Spiritual well-being is followed by material well-being. Your environment will become conducive for you to do devotional service. So you should read. That's why people without reading try to do service. What is happening is they are not completely happy. They are here and there. But read Srimad Bhagavatam and do the service. You will find the difference. You will find the taste in service. You will enjoy the service. Prabhupada says, if you are not reading and trying to all the day do service, it's good. But one time or other, you will get that frustration. But read Srimad Bhagavatam and do the service. It prepares a ground for your service. It gives that confidence. It gives because you are lacking in something. You won't feel that gap. You will get a confidence like somewhere it will be adjusted. And it will get adjusted. Prabhupada says, you are hearing some sound. Yes, Prabhupada. What is that sound? Car sound. Okay, open the door, go out. What is there? Car is there. Right? When you heard something, you will see that. Now we had an example like Prahlad Maharaja was about to fall down from the top, but even his head was about to hit the ground and crush. He did not have a tinge of fear. We heard that. We will feel that. How you will feel that? Oh my God, what will happen tomorrow? What is earlier was the days. Now we had this past time. You will feel that strength. So hear about that strength. You will feel that strength. Hear about that Srimad Bhagavatam. Read that Srimad Bhagavatam. What Srimad Bhagavatam says, glories of devotees. You hear that glories. You will feel that glories. You will experience that glories. Good thoughts gets created, maintained and fulfilled. when you read Srimad Bhagavatam. And because the second sloka is saying, Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam sadam. It is not like an ordinary scripture or some literature which is meant for your self gratification. It is a supreme literature. Supreme literature. Why it says supreme? No other literature is higher than this. Because everything explains about something else, but it explains about directly Krishna. Whatever sloka starting from the first to the last you see, it explains only about Krishna. It makes you come closer to Krishna. Then the third sloka says, Nigama kalpa taror galitam phalam sukhamukat amrita drava samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalaya muhuraho rasiko bhuvika. Then how should I listen? Listen from an authentic person. How you know that it is authentic? Whoever says as it is what is there in the book. Don't say that, change the meaning itself. Then how should we say like, he is also explaining the same subject, but in a different way. But how should we feel that he is authentic? See, after listening, you should come closer to Krishna. Samsiddhir haritoshanam. Whatever you do, whatever you speak, whatever you explain related to Srimad Bhagavatam, it should bring you closer to Krishna. Samsiddhir haritoshanam. If it is not happening, shrama eva hi kevalam. It's just a waste of time. So Srimad Bhagavatam starting from first shloka till the last makes you come closer to Krishna. There is no other potent subject which brings you closer to Krishna. And you are coming closer and closer to Krishna, understand like your material miseries are going last and last and last. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please ask questions if you have any. Please, you should ask. Krishna likes that enthusiasm.
Prabhuji, question about authenticity only.
Yeah.
Why I should question that one? If I feel I'm moving closer to the Krishna and everything about hearing about the Krishna, God, it's okay. Again, checking authenticity, validating, doubting, spending time in that transaction only, why I should do that.
So, if I understand correctly, you are feeling like I am already coming closer to Krishna with my speculation.
Yeah, because I don't know anything or nothing, I am not knowledgeable. Someone is imparting the knowledge, I am getting to know about the God. I should go that one, why I should doubt. Once we start some doubt these things, authenticity, it's again a tasteless region.
Yeah. I understand your question. What happens is, if you are not understanding the subject in a right context, Krishna was there driving the chariot of Arjuna. Krishna was the chariot driver of Arjuna. In front of Krishna, the Kaurava army took the Abhimanyu in a Padma Vyuha and killed them. So if I am there in that state, I would have questioned Krishna. What did you do? In front of you, they killed my son. Why hadn't you protected? If you would have thought that, you would have protected. Why you would not have protected? Arjuna did not question that. Second, one son is gone. Arjuna was having still 5 other sons with all the other Pandavas, with Draupadi. Ashwadhama came in the night and killed all the 5 sons. But neither Draupadi nor 5 Pandavas questioned Krishna. You are our constant companion. You were just sitting on the other tent. That fellow Ashwadhama came and killed all my small sons. Sleeping in this tent. They never questioned them. Because they have that trust on Krishna. They have that faith on Krishna. In whatever Krishna does is good for them. That faith, you cannot mentally speculate and understand that whatever Krishna is done is good for them until unless you go through many of such examples. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam only in 2nd canto, 7th chapter, 45th to 46th shloka, you can write down also, says that you might having some kind of feeling about Krishna. That might anytime be lost also. Because you have some mental speculation that Krishna always protects you. but something reverse happened. We might go into a feeling like, oh my God, does Krishna really exist? Why Krishna did not protect me? We might go into that condition. In order for not to fall into that condition, mental speculation is good. Remember Krishna, you daily read Srimad Bhagavatam and daily give this positive tinge of philosophy to the mind. And if you want to give that positive philosophy to the mind, you should understand it from the right persons who explained in a positive context. Like you are in a jail, the other person in the jail died and you are crying. If he is a not authentic scholar, he comes and say like, no, Krishna should not have done it. What Krishna has done is wrong. But if an authentic scholar comes like, he will say like, not your son, you will also die. Not you, your son is also die. The main motive of the devotee is not to make the environment conducive for the devotees to stay here forever. The main mission of the devotees and the main mission of the Lord and make us empty this material world and go back to the spiritual world. I'll tell you an example. There was a huge Harinam Sankirtan going on in Czech Republic. Kadamakanand Swami was there. A devotee was dancing. And in a course, he got a heart attack. Immediately helicopter came. If a normal person is there, they pray like, oh, he should live somehow, please protect. Kadamakanand Swami was saying, all the devotees were praying, he will let him die, so that he go back to Vaikuntha. That is the consciousness of a devotee. That is the consciousness of a preacher who thinks and explains about the ultimate goal. If a preacher is not authentic, he will say about something like, no, do some mantra or do something to get rid of your health. Being in a healthy condition is fine, but always the guidance which a authentic preacher gives will take them to the highest destination, which is Vaikuntha. That is the mission of the Lord. And devotees came for that mission to take all the devotees back to Vaikuntha. So only the authentic preachers will in each and every instruction impinge in the knowledge of getting the back to Vaikuntha. Or else they only stick on to the philosophy like, you do this, you be safe, you be happy in your home. Because Krishna itself never promised in the Bhagavad Gita that you don't never get any difficulties. He only promises like, you will get the difficulties, but I will give you strength to overtake that difficulties. If we are going to speak this philosophy, not everyone gets attracted. So what the preacher does is dilutes the philosophy and say like, just come, you will be happy forever. But this is not the place to be happy forever. This is the place to live and go. And a correct preacher gives the correct knowledge that you will get a difficulty, but you will not get bewildered with that. You will be able to cross that. Or else what happens is, there was a false commitment, or somewhere a devotee was having some problem with their family and someone told like, do a good food distribution, prasadam distribution, everything will get solved. He did a good prasadam distribution and problem become worse. He stopped preaching, he stopped doing devotional service only. And it's very risky, right? We get a karma of getting a person away from Krishna. That any preacher should never take that karma. So he will be always cautious. They will never give a false commitments. They say like, Prabhuji, theek hoga, Bhagavan to Krishna protects you. Because that's what Krishna says. I will never give you a waveless ocean. Waves will always be there. But I will give you a boat where you will never sink. If it is not an authentic preacher, he says like, Aajao Prabhuji idhar, sab kuch, job sudharega, health sudharega, sab kuch sudharega. That might be good to attract a new devotees initially, but not the originality.
Initially also no.
Initially also. So that gives an authenticity. The Prabhupada says, just go and say what Krishna says, you will be safe. Because to retain devotional service is very important. The people can boost up like anything, and at last if they are not able to get what they want through devotional service, there is all the danger of leaving the devotional service itself. It should never happen. It should never happen to anyone. After
First of all,
Yeah.
we should have expectation in devotional. It's a duty, just serve, just enjoy, live.
yeah, that's what devotees also says that. Yeah, no expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
That's the
happens,
highest. Yeah, you are what you are telling is the highest level. No expectation. That's what I started. He is Swarat.
Whatever happening because of our karma,
Yeah.
age, prakriti, all those things, some equation will be there, it will fit, it will go, and this.
Yes. You got an ideology because you are listening from the right persons. You are listening to the right books. No, it's true. You can just compare. Ask this question to someone else. Why you are doing devotional service? I'll get promotion. Right? I got an answer. Why you are going to the temple? That temple will fulfill whatever desires we have. and it's a very difficult. And our guys say like, see, some people, I don't want to name, other institutions say like, come to us, do this yajna. You'll get all the money, you'll become popular, you'll get influence. Our guys say like, I want all the influence, I want all the money. Why you want influence? Why you want all the money? Serve Krishna. That is the kind of each and every preacher will do. They don't give the false formula. They set up the reality. And that's how will happen. No one can, this is the place of miseries. No one can escape that. But we'll be safe. And if we give false commitments and say something else, there are all, after millions of births, a person gets a chance to like do devotional service. And if you are taking that, it's like, that's what Prabhupada says to Jayapatak Swami Maharaj. When he gives a Mayapur project, take this project to the next level, improve the project. If you are not able to like build up the project, preserve it, but don't spoil it. That's what every preacher does. If you are not able to take the devotee to the next level, that's perfectly fine. But don't threaten them and drag them to the next level. He'll be like frightened to come to temple also. That should never happen. So that gives an authenticity. Just speak what Krishna says. Don't give false promises. You are always safe. Krishna will protect them. And they will know the reality. Thank you, Prabhu. And it's answered to your question or? No, you can ask. You should ask.
No, from my other question,
Ah.
Krishna is the one that you say other avatars started.
Yes.
Vishnu.
Yes.
All those things. But Krishna is the source we can call.
Yes.
But, how we can interpret the timeline, because this Dwapar Yuga, before that also Krishna appeared. How we can connect that timeline?
Yeah, I'll tell you. See, Satya, what you call, all the four yugas, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, all four, like four yugas, right? After four yugas are done, again Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. Again Satya, Treta, cycle. After this 76, like this cycle happens for 76 times in a life of Brahma. Sorry, not a life of Brahma. Once Sri Mahavishnu comes, this cycle happens for 76 times. When all these four yugas get annihilated, after the end of every four yugas, it's only a partial annihilation. Like four yugas are done, partial annihilation. Again four yugas are done, partial annihilation. The 76 times, partial annihilation. After the end of the 76th time, full annihilation. Then again, Sri Mahavishnu comes. This all 76 partial annihilations happened when Karnodashai Vishnu was there. After this complete annihilation for 76 times, Sri Mahavishnu, Karnodashai Vishnu also disappeared. And then Krishna again through Sankarsana, Karnodashai Vishnu comes. All the creation starts happening again. So when this ended, there was Krishna still to send Karnodashai Vishnu through Sankarsana. When after this Karnodashai Vishnu came, Through him, Vamana came, Varaha came. So, how many times they came? They came 76 times during one course of Karnodakshaya Vishnu. And this is happening forever. And who is sending this Varaha? Who is sending this Vamana? Who is sending this Rama? Krishna. That's what it comes in 1.3.24. Yes, there are a number of annihilations happened, a number of avtaras happened again and again. Today is also there is Janmashtami in one yuga. Today is also there is Vaman Jayanti in one yuga. That is happening and happening. But who is sending that Karnodakshaya Vishnu to send all these avtaras? Krishna. Ekaisamsa kalahpumsham. There might be n number of avtaras. But Krishna is the source of all the avtaras. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Yeah, because typically what happens, Krishna means Dwapara Krishna.
That's what they told.
Yeah.
A project manager role is empty. CEO came and worked as project manager. It doesn't mean CEO is lost. Project manager is CEO. So Krishna, the same Krishna, took a birth as the son of Devaki. That's what the question is also there. If you see the questions asked by the sages, why did the Lord took birth from Devaki? The same Krishna, he has sent many avatars. Why the original personality again came through Karnodakshaya Vishnu and took birth from Devaki? The sages asked the same question.
Yeah, but typically whatever Devaki Vasudeva son we interpret as a Krishna.
Yes.
No other,
Yeah.
So yeah, because before that also Krishna is there.
Krishna
But
is
that
there.
Krishna we don't have.
Yeah. So Krishna is there. Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan.
Yeah.
Everyone are avtaras. Thank you so much, bro. We should ask. Krishna likes that enthusiasm. Utsaha Nishaya Dhairya. Srimad Bhagavatam is not an ordinary subject. It like shakes the karma accumulated from millions of births. Prabhupada itself says like, not everyone will have the potency to read Srimad Bhagavatam. So, for a newcomers, let them listen to the music and give some prasadam. Slowly they will come to the stage where they can read Srimad Bhagavatam. So, and one more thing, Prabhupada created a complete framework. For example, Shastra says, if you early in the morning go and take the first darshan of the Lord, all the bad karma accumulated from births together will get lost. So you are not having a strength to overtake your mind and still competitively read Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto. You need some strength. That's why Prabhupada created a framework and asked you to do Mangalarti, asked you to take only prasadam, asked you to take a devotee association, asked you to beg Vaishnavas for mercy, take help from Guru. This framework helps you to get a strength and start Srimad Bhagavatam. And you can do it. With all my conviction I am saying you can do it. You start from today, not tomorrow. Today. You have that book?
Yeah, I have 2 books.
You start from today. Because there is one thing in scriptures that's very important, which is your wish. If you have the wish to read Srimad Bhagavatam, not the complete universe comes and stand opposite to you, cannot change that. If you have the wish, Krishna fulfills that wish. That's what I also told.
No,
Good thoughts get created, maintained, and
the question is why after reading up to 6 canto, problem is so big that I have to stop it. Why?
That's what I said. If you are in a room and there is a dust coming over the room, if you stop, you are lost. You should not stop. We are in a war. There is no question of a soldier to stop in a war. You should continue. That's what the main picture of Bhagavad Gita showing war field. Arjuna is in a war. There is no question of stopping. You should continue. That's what. At least read. There might be the case where you cannot understand, but still. There is a glass of water with full of mud. Once you started pouring the fresh water, what comes out is the muddy water. If you stop in the middle, that mud water remains there forever. If you continue pouring the pure water, all the muddy water comes out. That's what happens.
It is contradictory because you are saying that the more you read, you will be purified.
Yes.
You will go closer to
Yes.
Krishna. The more I and that person
No, that's what, see.
The
there
more
is-
we read, the more we
this
are away from Krishna.
No, this is
Fighting.
No away from Prabhuji, that one after.
So that's what, and you should follow few principles.
Ah.
Prabhupada says, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Of course, daily we are reading.
Yeah.
And daily having fight.
Why are you thinking like you are going away from Krishna? Why
We didn't expect that something bad would happen by reading that book.
That's what. Okay. I told that two examples to Prabhu.
Uh-huh.
In front of own eyes, Arjuna's son was killed. Is it a good or bad?
Very bad.
But Arjuna thought it was auspicious and went. Why? Because whatever Krishna does is auspicious.
Now Prabhupada also says, never ask anything. If you are a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, you never ask anything to Krishna.
Yeah, that's what. Arjuna did not have
So
any expectation.
Arjuna didn't ask anything to Krishna, even though Krishna is there. So because they were pure devotees, they didn't ask anything to Krishna. That doesn't mean that we, a layman, coming from the village, from demonic background, we should not ask anything to Krishna.
Yeah. See, there was a dog which went and prayed to the sage. Dog blessed it. That a sage blessed a dog went and bowed down before the sage. Sage blessed. Dog died.
Bad karma.
What is that? What is that? Is it good for the dog or bad?
Good for the dog instead.
Because you get a good birth, right?
Ah.
Then there was a cow. A cow went and prayed to the dog. Prayed to the sage. Sage blessed. Cow died. Is it a good for cow or bad?
For the cow, it's good.
Okay. There was a person who went and took blessings from sage. Sage blessed. Person died. Is it a good or bad?
Anyway, one has to die, so...
It's good because that dog took a birth as cow. Cow took a birth as man. Man died, went back to Vaikuntha. That's what I explained, right? The mission of the Lord is to not make us sit happily and be there forever. The mission of the Lord is to take us back to Vaikuntha. The mission of the Lord and the mission of the devotees is to make us send back to Vaikuntha. And I will tell you a secret. If you are happy all the time with all the facilities fulfilled, something dangerous is going on. Not good. Not good. Not a devotee symptom.
Okay.
Because if Krishna truly blesses some devotee, he gives difficulty. Or else you will settle here. This is not our land. This is not our planet. This is not our home. We have a permanent residence, Vaikuntha. Krishna is always curious to take us back to Vaikuntha. If I am settling here all the time, wow, nice job, nice house, nice family, everything is good, Krishna comes and disturbs something. Oh, Krishna, okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare. If again I am settled, Krishna comes and disturbs something. Because my inclination to go back to Vaikuntha. This is not our house. We came as a guest. I went to the France, stayed there in a hotel. Third day I need to vacate. That is not my house. I need to vacate. Or else TC will come and do something, poke me. That's all the Krishna does. Always, if he is most merciful, he gives some of other kind of difficulties and make, because Krishna never leaves their devotees place here comfortably. You can take, I will just name you 10 devotees. Say one devotee who is comfortable. Starting from first canto, Kunti Devi, Arjuna, Parikshit Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahalada Maharaj.
They all have difficulties.
All the difficulties. That is the qualification of because only till that there, and Kunti Devi gives that answer. Okay, I will tell you another answer.
We will take this afterwards.
During Prashadam we can take.
Yeah, you can discuss during Prasadam.
But you can
Okay, the last answer, last line I will give.
Okay.
I was talking with Nilamar Prabhu. I told, when did you rigorously did your chanting? He told, when I was in US, when Mataji was driving a car, and that is the time when I rigorously did chanting. Why? But Mataji don't know driving. Anytime, anything can happen. And the intensity with which you remember Krishna when you are in difficulty, take it for granted. If you have 100 buildings and you are a billionaire, you can't do it. That's why Krishna want to get closer to you. And Krishna want to, just 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay? This is a very good example.
When Krishna was tied by a Kaliya snake, all the Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, everyone came, and Krishna were tied for 1 gadiya, 48 minutes. They were almost about to die. Any second they might die, because Krishna, the small child, was being tied by the Kaliya snake. What is the situation of Mother Yashoda? Their breath was at the edge. Once that breath gone, they will die. Then Balarama asked, why you did all this drama? Mother is crying like anything. Father is like almost went into coma. See, the intense prayers or the intense remembrance when they did to me during this course of 48 minutes, they can never do it when they are peaceful. They can never do it when everything is going fine. And that kind of intense devotional or remembrance of Krishna for 1 second will give an eligibility to go back to Godhead. And Kunti Maharani confirms like I don't want this kingdom only. I don't want these properties only. And give me the troubles again and again so that my intensity for your devotional service increases and I can go back to Vaikuntha. That is eligibility. And devotees aspire for. We don't aspire, but a pure devotees aspire for. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. Take it for granted. That is a blessing. And you please start from today, it happens. With all the conviction I am saying you please start from today. Follow Prabhupada's instruction, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Because Prabhupada is in Prabhupada's instructions. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Daily read it, whatever comes. And then everything happens. Next time when we meet you, might be you will say like you completed all the 12 cantos. We pray for it.
Hare.
Pray for them.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.